Have you ever walked the bustling streets of London and wondered what secrets lie just a few feet beneath your feet? We all know about the Tube, the famous underground railway. But what if I told you there's something else down there? Something much older, much deeper, and far more mysterious. Something that's been hidden for centuries. A secret city buried under the modern metropolis. This isn't a work of fiction. It's a real, recently unearthed discovery that is rewriting what we thought we knew about London's history. So, how did this all start? It began with a routine construction project. Workers were digging the foundations for a new skyscraper in the heart of the city when their equipment hit something solid. Something that wasn't on any of the official city plans. They expected old pipes, or maybe some Roman-era pottery, which is common in London. But this was different. It was a massive, perfectly carved stone archway, sealed shut, located far deeper than any known structure in the area. The site was immediately secured, and a team of archaeologists and historians was called in. What they were about to uncover would send shockwaves through the academic world. Using ground-penetrating radar, the team mapped out the area. The results were mind-blowing. The archway was just the beginning. It was the entrance to an entire network of tunnels and chambers, stretching for miles beneath the city. This wasn't just a cellar or a forgotten bomb shelter. The scale was immense, suggesting a fully functional, self-contained community. They had found a lost underground city. For weeks, the team worked in secret, carefully planning their entry. The pressure was enormous. They had to preserve whatever was inside and ensure the safety of the team. Finally, the day came to break the seal. As they cautiously ventured inside, they were met with a scene frozen in time. The air was still and ancient. The tunnels were not rough-hewn caves. They were masterfully constructed, with smooth walls and vaulted ceilings reminiscent of medieval architecture, but with an unknown style. They found streets, squares, and even what looked like houses carved into the earth. Some chambers were vast, suggesting public gathering halls or marketplaces. But the most incredible part? The city wasn't empty. They found tools, pottery, and remnants of daily life, perfectly preserved in the low-oxygen environment. It was as if the inhabitants had just vanished one day, leaving everything behind. Who were these mysterious people? And why did they build a city underground? The artifacts provided the first clues. The craftsmanship was exquisite, but it didn't match any known culture from British history. Not Roman, not Saxon, not Viking. It was something entirely new. The architectural style was unique, blending intricate carvings with practical, sturdy construction. One of the most significant finds was a series of tablets covered in an unfamiliar script. This was the key, the Rosetta Stone to this lost civilization. Linguists from around the world are now working tirelessly to decipher this language, hoping it will reveal the city's name, its history, and the story of its people. Early theories are already emerging. One idea is that this was a refuge, perhaps a community seeking shelter from the constant wars and plagues that swept across the surface world for centuries. By living underground, they could isolate themselves, create their own stable society, safe from the chaos above. This would explain the city's self-contained design, with evidence of advanced ventilation systems and even underground water sources. They weren't just hiding, they were thriving. The engineering required to build and sustain such a city would have been centuries ahead of its time. Another, more speculative theory connects the city to ancient myths and legends. London has always been a city of stories, of secret societies and hidden places. Could this be the real-life basis for some of those tales? Some researchers are pointing to old, obscure folklore that speaks of a hollow hill or a sunless kingdom beneath London. These stories were always dismissed as fantasy, but now they seem eerily prophetic. Could this be the legendary home of a forgotten people, a civilization that chose to retreat from the world and was eventually forgotten by it, fading into myth? One of the biggest mysteries is why they left. The city shows no signs of invasion or disaster. There are no skeletons, no signs of a struggle. It's a ghost town, but a peaceful one. Did they eventually return to the surface, assimilating into the populations above and forgetting their subterranean origins over generations? Or did they journey even deeper into the earth for reasons we can't yet comprehend? The undeciphered script on the tablets likely holds the answer to this question, and the anticipation for its translation is immense. The discovery also forces us to reconsider the timeline of technology and engineering in Britain. The systems for air and water management found in this city are incredibly sophisticated. Some of the tools discovered are made from alloys that historians didn't believe were possible for the era. This city is thought to have been built. It suggests that while civilizations on the surface were battling with iron and steel, a parallel society underground may have had its own unique technological revolution. This challenges the linear progression of history we've all been taught. It proves that human ingenuity can flourish in the most unexpected of places. What happens now? The site is under the highest level of protection. Only a select few are allowed access to prevent contamination and damage. The primary focus is on preservation and study. Every artifact, every carving, every grain of dust is being meticulously analyzed. This isn't a quick process. It will likely take decades to fully understand the scope of this discovery. The plan is to eventually create a digital reconstruction of the city, allowing the public to explore it virtually without ever setting foot inside, ensuring it remains pristine for future generations of researchers. This find is a treasure for all of humanity, and its protection is paramount. This incredible discovery reminds us that our world is still full of mysteries. Just when we think we have mapped and understood every corner of our planet, it reveals a new secret. Beneath the familiar pavements of one of the world's most famous cities lay an entire lost civilization, waiting patiently to be found. It's a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and our endless capacity for innovation. What other secrets are buried beneath our feet, waiting for a curious mind or a lucky accident to bring them to light? Thanks for watching. And if you love exploring the world's hidden wonders, make sure to subscribe for more amazing stories.